In 1943, on a tiny island far out in the Bering Sea, American and Japanese troops clashed in what would become the only land battle fought on U.S. soil during the entire war, the Battle of Attu. Where is Attu? Well, it's part of Alaska. The U.S. once bought for just 2 cents an acre. At the time, people joked it was nothing more than Seward's Icebox. As early as the early 18th century, Russian explorers began mapping the icy wilderness. And in 1741, Danish explorer Vitus Bering, working for the Russian Empire, officially discovered Alaska. Soon, Russian fur traders moved in. But while sea otters and sable pelts made for some quick rubles, the land proved too remote, too cold, and frankly too hard to spell. Then came the Crimean War in 1853. Russia marched into Ottoman territory and Britain and France jumped in to stop them. Russia, paranoid that Britain might snatch Alaska through Canada. In 1859, they floated the idea of selling Alaska to the U.S., hoping to stir up tensions between America and Britain while pocketing some badly needed cash. But America had other problems, namely a little thing called the Civil War. So the idea was shelved until the war ended. This time, U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward, an enthusiastic expansionist, was ready to deal. After months of haggling and probably awkward dinners, the two sides struck a deal. $7.2 million for a snowy wilderness roughly twice the size of Texas. That's $700 million in today's money, or the price of about 2 fighter jets. The treaty was signed on March 30th, 1867, but America soon developed a case of buyer's remorse. Seward's folly became the punchline of the decade. Even worse, they didn't pay right away. The Russian Tsar, now visibly sweating through his imperial robes, ordered his ambassador to lobby Congress hard. The U.S. finally wired over the money, $7.035 million. Wait, where's the missing $165,000? Burned in the fires of 19th century public relations. For years, Alaska sat in obscurity. But then, in 1896, gold was discovered. Suddenly, that giant freezer was a national treasure. Then came the forests, the fisheries, and the black gold. In 1968, oil was struck at Prudhoe Bay. Today, over 80% of Alaska's economy is linked to oil and gas. Oh, and seafood? Alaska produces more than half of the U.S. seafood exports. But the true jackpot wasn't gold or oil. It was location. That helped America's rise to global naval supremacy. Arctic sovereignty, shipping lanes, resource rights, you name it, Alaska's got it. In 1959, Alaska officially became the 49th and the largest U.S. state. Its coastline is longer than all other U.S. states put together. By World War II, American bombers were flying supplies to the Soviet Union from Alaskan bases. So the next time you hear someone say, "You can't buy happiness," just remind them, well, the U.S. bought Alaska. Thank you for watching.